Ladies and gentlemen, Mikkie, my best friend. The 5 best knives from Europe. Mikkie, there are a few rules. Yeah?
Yeah.
It's got to be a non-custom knife, so it's made in a factory. Yeah?
Okay.
People can buy it.
Yeah.
Price, sometimes when we do a video like this, price is not of the concern. In this video, we're gonna take price into consideration. We are not talking about the best brands of Europe, we're talking about the individual, like the hidden gems of European knives that you can buy.
Okay.
So,
and it has to be a top 5.
It's gonna be our top 5.
Top 5. Yeah, so I've got an own top 5, you've got an own top 5, but we can only put 5 knives on these tables. Okay. Let's just start at number 5, shall we?
Yeah, so for me, this is actually a very hard video, Mikkie, because I will think about this top 5 and then I found out that there are kind of a lot of good knives made in Europe.
And we're not allowed to put in a DPK now, our own knife.
Oh, that was also one of the rules, yeah, exactly.
It's gonna sound very strange, but number 5, whoa, I didn't even know I had this knife, but a Victorinox, yeah?
Oh my God,
but now, all of a sudden, I know I need to put down a specific model.
Yeah.
I don't know what model this is, so I'll add that in the edit, but this is like one of their most famous models.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm just gonna say that you need a multi-tool in that knife collection. And I think that Victorinox, I like it more than Leatherman.
Me too.
I just like these little tools and they look classy, they look nice. So I'm gonna say number 5, Victorinox.
This part of the video is sponsored by Aura, the #1 enemy of data brokers and spam. Are you tired of spam calls, an inbox full of nonsense, or your sensitive data being sold to the highest bidder? Well, heck, I am! Aura's here to take care of the hard part and contact these websites to get your information removed. And much more. It's an antivirus, a VPN, a password manager, and it doesn't even stop there. You get an alert when your stuff is found on the dark web, 24/7. Get real-time fraud alerts for credit and banking and 24/7 monitoring to keep your identity secure. Based in the USA for 24/7 support. And if something goes wrong, then they got you covered with their insurance. One app, every layer of protection.
Let me just ask you this. In my opinion, we need a multi-tool in this top 5.
When I saw this knife, Mikkie, I think I already thought like, yeah, I'm gonna agree to that knife on number 5 because isn't Victorinox like also one of the prides of Europe knife making?
And that is, and I think how many people have a whole knife collection that started off with a Victorinox and they have, in the meantime, have thrown away probably about like, what is it, 75% of their whole knife collection, they still have that thirst. But let's go to number 4, because I think I have one knife on number 4, which I think you might not agree with.
Okay.
But I have a knife that one of our viewers gifted me. And it's one of my favorite knives of all time. It's like a Mora on steroids, and it is actually the Kellum Wolverine, which I gave a mirror polish myself. I don't know what's up with this knife, but somehow it carves better than almost any knife in my whole knife collection, and it's not even thinner, and I just almost cut open my thumb. Well,
Mikkie,
never mind that.
Why would you think I would not agree with this knife? That's my main question.
Yeah, I don't know, because it is a knife that is kind of a random knife in our collection. That is my knife, and my knife only, and you're not even allowed to look at it. No, don't do it.
I actually think this is like one of those key examples of a hidden gem from Europe.
Yeah.
Because not a lot of people know this brand, and I actually think that this brand goes under the name of Ati in Europe, and it goes under the name of Kellum in the USA.
Okay, but you're not sure about that.
I'm not sure about that, so maybe one of our viewers knows. I actually also brought this one because I didn't know you were going to bring that one. Mikkie, I gotta agree, this is one of the, I mean, that was like just above 100 euros or something.
You know why I don't like you? Because right before the episode, you punched my damn chair so deep into the earth that I'm almost sitting on the floor now.
Somehow your knives are already like displayed as a top 5, okay?
Yeah, but I'm very sure that my knives will end up in the top 5.
Even considering price, this has been on our number 1 a lot of times. And as one of Europeans' greatest knife, I took the Extrema Ratio Selvins.
Oh, I did not even consider that knife.
Why? It is like you put
Because
this on
in my
number one in
mind-
like every episode.
Because I forgot I had it.
Okay, you forget.
Because you asked me to look up a top 5 about like 9 in the morning, and I'm not at my sharpest at that time.
I'm just gonna put this here on the table, Mikkie. I mean, it's a $400 Euro plus knife. It's expensive, but is it one of Europe's greatest knives
yeah.
for price? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
So
But I don't know if it's supposed to be on number 4 or on number 1.
No, because I think on number 1.
No, but you already know.
Yeah,
no,
I already
you already
know.
say no. How do you know no?
Because considering price and performance, there's just one knife I believe that is like.
Yeah, I think we agree on that one. I think we agree on. I think that's just the fact that one is on number 1. I'm not gonna say which
Not
one
sure
it is.
yet. Not sure yet if we are on the same page. I'm not sure yet.
Okay, let's put this one here. Yeah, right at the back and the one at the front. Then we go to number 3.
Spice.
I don't even have the knife that I've got on number 3.
Okay,
I've got like a different version of my knife that I've got on number 3.
I think you are forgetting, because I know you are forgetting about
Yeah, but why all this hate?
some knives
Why all this
that
hate? Well,
have
there's only
blown
love
us
coming.
away in the past. Like blown us away.
I've got the Yakari Puko.
Okay, I got the Yakari. Okay, you might not have forgotten. But
Yeah,
Mikkie,
but I don't have the original Yakari Puko. I've got
Yeah,
like the longer version. But the one that you have, that I
Yeah.
somehow do not have. So for Rusteleke, if you're watching, I would love to have one for free.
But I have a discussion point.
What
Because
is
I
it?
also took its main competitor, I think maybe made in the same factory,
Yeah.
is
Peltonen.
the Peltonen Corpus Turi. Nee,
Yeah.
not Corpus Turi. The Ranger Puko. And in my opinion, these knives, they're like brothers. This one
Yeah.
is like the brother that used steroids when training.
Yeah.
And this is the brother who said, I still want some mobility and be nimble.
Yeah, and it wants to be like the Peltonen knife is more refined for carving, I think.
Yeah, this is the nimble brother, this is the steroid brother.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think the Yakari Puko is still a sub €100 knife. The Peltonen is, I think, 130.
Yeah, you know what? Like at the end of the day, if I have to choose from one of these two knives that I have to depend my life on, I'm going for the Yakari Puko, Martin. Like honestly.
Yeah, to depend your life on. But
Yeah.
if I would have to pick one of these as my carry knife, then it would be this one. Like if it was just for my daily usage.
Yeah, that is really true, you know, because it can just carve better, it can do everything better, but you could modify the Yakari Puko to do it also really well.
So we are
Never as
agreeing,
well as the
No.
Peltonen.
We are agreeing here that these are both like hidden gems.
Yeah.
So even if one of these goes off the table, maybe one of these had to be on number 4 or 5. But
Yeah, but you know
these
what?
are too similar.
I also had the Peltonen with
Oh,
me,
really?
so let's just put it on number 4. And
3.
3. Let's just put it on number 3. Put it over here because I didn't bring it for nothing. I was
Okay.
also ready to have that conversation with you.
Okay, and then the Yakari Puko gets the honourable mention.
Yeah, it
Could
gets,
be,
right
like-
at the back of the
Like
shot.
based on personal preference, this could be your number 3.
Yeah. Can I just? I'm just gonna lighten up that shot a little.
I was actually surprised you not bringing out the Rokka Corpus Turi on this spot as well.
Yeah, but Martin, why are you talking before your turn? Because what is number 2?
So for you it's the Rokka Corpus Turi.
For me, it is the Rokka Corpus
Oh
Turi,
my
and
God.
I'm just going to say that it is factually true. I'm going to put it on the table already, and that is just what it's going to be. I'm not saying that mine is in pristine shape, but I don't care about that.
You know what?
It is just a very, very insanely good knife, and it is everything
It is.
this Peltonen is, but it is a little bit better in my opinion.
But I think again that is kind of, it is too similar to these, and the question is if we will ever be able to buy these again, because Rokka is bankrupt, and the story goes that Lamnia might be taking over.
Yeah.
But I looked it up yesterday because I was also doubting if I would put this on the table. But you can only buy the N690 variant at this time. The rest is all like out of stock, sold out, and like they don't know when it's coming back.
Okay, but you still can buy it. So it
But you
still
cannot buy
exists.
the ADC or V2.
Yeah, but I don't care about that now. Because you still can buy a version of this knife.
My number 2 is a giant. And I'm not talking about in terms of weight or size. It's like a giant in the knife industry.
But not a oh no.
It's Mora.
No, but
And specifically, I think you were going to put this on number 1. But
no.
specifically the Mora Companion Heavy Duty, it is a €15 knife, made in Europe, made in Sweden, that for its price is just a no-brainer. It is like, this is the best knife of its price.
I'm struggling with that decision because I purposely did not bring a Mora. 1, because I couldn't find one when I was looking for it.
Okay.
And 2, I did bring a Mora.
You brought the Garberg.
The Garberg.
I also brought the Garberg.
But I've got a few complaints with it.
Yeah.
Because I thought, Mora is good for its price, so only as a value knife.
Yeah.
But even then, I like the Rokka Corpus Turi more or the Peltonen knife.
Yeah.
Like if you go to the extreme budget knives, like between the $10 and $20, I'm like, Mora is the best. But this is not a video of what is the best value knife.
I agree with you. Like if you look at it, is it a hidden gem? No, it is definitely not hidden. This is like the gem that is in plain sight for everybody to see.
Yeah, no, but that really is so. And I think as a number 1, we both have the same knife because that knife is just the best European knife in my opinion. And I think everybody should have one in their collection. But before we show it, I want to tell people that we have a giveaway going on.
We are giving away a Falcon F1 Pro thanks to DBK, a Falcon A1 Pro thanks to DBK, a Benchmade Freak and a Mini Freak thanks to Benchmade, a Heavy Blades LIK Generation 2 thanks to Heavy Blades, 2 times a Midgard's cooking folder thanks to Tools for Gents, 2 times a BPS 2.0 thanks to BPS and DBK, 2 times a Whip Armor Ripper thanks to Whip Armor, and a Wooben E7 and G5 flashlight thanks to Wooben. That's a darn big giveaway.
You know, Martin, I'm gonna take mine out as well. I do want to say before I grab it.
Yeah.
I already grabbed it.
Yeah. I actually, from the sound of the knife, you're grabbing it, I just know this knife because I know this knife so well.
Yeah, me too.
3, 2, 1.
Falcon F1.
Boom.
Yeah.
Mikkie.
Yeah.
You are my best friend, and these are the moments that you know that you are in sync.
But it is not just any F1 because you brought the wrong one.
I brought the laminated COS.
You brought the right one. You brought the right one.
But the question is, can you? I don't know if the laminated COS version is still available for people to buy.
Me neither. But otherwise, you have an LMAX version, which is also really, really nice.
So why, Mikkie? Why is this for us, for both of us, the number 1? By the way, nice stance from the TPK shop.
Yeah, it really is, and I don't think you can see jack shit from it when we put it down like this. But from my angle, it looks really pretty.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna say the F1 is like the best jack of all trades, master at none, but always better than a master at one knife.
Yeah.
Because it has nothing that it's bad at. You can actually depend your life on this knife. And it's just the design is solid, the steel is solid, everything, the size is solid. The price is really good.
Yeah, Mikkie,
nowadays.
We always used to say like Falcon even is good, but it's overpriced.
Yeah.
Now with the current market, the Falcon Evens are priced really well. You get lamination, you get a very, overall very complete package. You get a bloody convex, our favorite grind. And I think, if you would opt for the VG10 version, it's still sub €200. It's just a knife that takes care of you and you don't have to take care of it. But in the current day and age, people often tend to forget, what is a knife all about? A knife is about the slicing capabilities, about being sharp. But people nowadays, they like knives that are indestructible. They don't care about edge retention. And the F1 is just a knife that is really solid in these core knife knife things, like edge retention, how easy it is to sharpen. It doesn't rust. If you take care of this knife, it will take care of you.
I'm just gonna go out on a limb.
It can chip. Yeah, it can chip.
But look, from all these knives on this table, the only one that's really expensive is the Extrema Ratio, which also has N690 steel. The F1 It's got COS steel. It will hold its edge the longest from any of these knives at this table.
Yeah.
It will feather stick the best from any of these knives on this table. Will it carve the best? Certainly not. Probably the Kellum Wolverine will carve better, or the Rokka, or the Peltonen, but even the Mora. But just the fact that this knife, in every aspect of knife usage, gets a 7 out of 10 or higher.
Yeah.
Or higher. I mean, every spine from every Velknieven is nice.
Yeah, it's not like they are 10 out of 10 for fire steel scraping, but I've never had a Velknieven that cannot scrape a fire steel.
Yeah, exactly.
And
it's just a very solid knife.
And it works at the things that we love, like making a fire, feather sticking, batoning. It does it all. I have never had a Velknieven break on me because there was like a heat treatment problem. I've never had like a weird shaped Velknieven because somehow they put a wrong convex on it. They are all great from the box.
The top 5. On 5, the Victorinox, whatever its name is. On 4, the Kellum Wolverine. On 3, the Ranger Puko.
The Peltonen Ranger Puko, yeah.
On 4,
Extrema Ratio Selvins, Mikkie.
On 4, the Extrema Ratio Selvins, and on number 1, as predicted, probably you all saw it coming, the Velknieven F1.
The bloody pilot survival
And
knife.
is it the best Velknieven out there? No, certainly not. Is it the Velknieven I grab when I do my own stuff? No, certainly not. But is it the knife, the one knife that I would say has it all of all models?
For sure.
It does.
Did you expect me to bring the A1 instead of the F1?
No. I also thought you would go for the F1.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
But I thought maybe the A1 would reach a different spot in this top 5.
Okay.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked this video, and please tell us what your top 5 European knives is. And maybe
did we miss a hidden gem?
Yeah. And maybe tell us what your top 5 knives are from the continent that you are living in. Because I would also be curious to see.
Yeah.
Maybe we do like a top 5 knives of Asia maybe one day, or America.
Yeah.
But teach us something. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching, and see you every Thursday, 1 p.m. PDT. Martin and I are about to go on a long run.
Yeah.
And we're really looking forward to it, aren't we?
Bye.
Bye.